long ago, when the gods were closer to men. A great hero fought to save mankind with divine aid. In his possession was a sword of light to pierce the darkness, and a sacred emblem of burning light, born of flames. An emblem that surpasses time and space. This is the story of the fabled Fire Emblem. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the finale of Let's Play Project Ember. We are about to take on the final boss, Idunn the Shadow Dragon, or Demon Dragon I suppose she's called. But before we jump into that, I made you guys a promise, and I very much intend to keep that. I said I would be donating the ad money generated from this Let's Play to charity, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. But I want you guys to help me. I want you to post some charities that you like in the comment section below. If you see some you like, thumb them up, and I'll pick an appropriate one, and I'll donate the ad money to this charity. It will take a little bit of time for the YouTube money to come in, so do be patient with me, but I will make the donation in time. I think it might take a month for the analytics to be completely in. So, but yeah, I just wanted to say that. Now, we're going to jump into the final boss fight, and I don't know how difficult it's going to be or how long it's going to take. I don't assume it's going to be very hard at all, to be honest. I don't see how they could really buff Idunn to pose a threat when I have a Binding Blade with 20 might. Although I only have one use left of the Binding Blade, so things could get interesting. Oh no, we're not going to. Okay, thank God. I was worried. I was worried there for a moment that I actually forgot to save. But yeah, and after that I'm gonna give some thoughts on Project Ember. I'm not gonna rant a lot. I know you guys probably think I'm gonna rant a lot, but I got some things to say about it. But first, guys, let's take a look at the final chapter. Final. Beyond the Darkness. You're the Dark Priestess, the Demon Dragon. Why do you block my path? What? I have been instructed to lead this world. I will bring peace. Why do you bar my path? I like that she's saying the same thing as Sephiel says in his battle quote. You're wrong. Peace at the cost of humanity is hardly any kind of peace at all. The man who ordered you is gone. You can stop. You have no reason to fight. None of us have a reason to fight. I feel that eons ago. I heard those same words. Soft words like a warm breeze. But that was long ago. I have slumbered for far too long. In the darkness I dreamed an empty dream, black, colorless. But I am awoken now. His Majesty willed it so. His Majesty, Sephiel. I am awoken. I have left the darkness of my dreams. My path is now lit. I know what I must do. I will lead this world. No matter how much time must pass, that is my duty. You insist on fighting us? As long as you stand in my way. Your will seems unbreakable. My will is His Majesty's. I awoke for the purpose of fulfilling his desires. Oh boy, that's a lot of Manakeets. Do we have to fight? Father, watch over us. This is the end. We've come too far to lose now. Let there be peace in your dying heart. I will not lose. I will win. I will win. I won't lose. I will protect us all. At last, peace shall come again. A truly powerful enemy. Haven't met one in years. Let's go already. This is it. The power I've been searching for. Fascinating. Now, shall we? Now is the time of truth. I have the blade of Heartmut, who took pity on you and spared your life. Everyone leave the final blow to me. Ah, cool. Custom music. Very nice. Oh, Heartmut. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's cool. Okay, here we go. Here she is. Dark Breath. A devastating wave of darkness. Okay, that's one way to make her kind of strong, I guess. Yep. Still only has 2 move, though. Alright, I can still murder these dragons with legendary weapons. But yeah, this is, oh boy. This certainly isn't the, like, the one-shot adventure that we were used to in, FE6. Like, I could still probably, like, teleport Roy up and maybe he'll be able to one-run her, I don't know. Does she have luck, by the way? Nope, still no luck. I feel like you could have probably given her luck, but I feel like I've complained about this too much now. Yeah, let's go. So how to kill Hartmut, I wonder? Does Fear have an armor slayer? Oh, the Viral Axe. The Viral Axe would have been perfect. I'm sad now. If you don't know, Bartra died in the last episode. And I just didn't have the heart to go back and replay. Because I'd been playing for 1.5 hours. Oh, it was not pleasant. Anyway, yeah, we got a... Ooh. Okay. Oh, God. This guy is really freaking strong. This guy is really freaking strong. But maybe the 4-Blaze can get him. Maybe the 4-Blaze can get him. We'll see. 4-Blaze is pretty damn strong after all. It's not that strong. Okay, well, Ekisak versus Ekisak, I guess? Oh god, he can crit Roy. Woohoo! Not cool. Oh, what the hell? Ooh, custom animations? Oh, I think I've seen these before. Yeah, this is the... These are the martial animations, I think? Pretty sure. So I guess that kind of dispels the canon theory I have that set that, Hartmut is being created by Honest and Illusion. Alright, please don't crit me. Don't crit me. God, I don't like his slow, menacing draw. It is so difficult to know if it's gonna be a crit or not, since I don't know his animations. God, I really could have used a Fortify. Let's go, get him. Get him. Wait, does the Binding Blade... I think... No, the Binding Blade does have 3 range. Never mind. I don't know what's best, the Binding Blade or the Ekisax. He comes with the Binding Blade, so that might be better, I don't know. Okay, well that's a lot of dragons. That's a hell of a lot of dragons. Oh god, these dragons are terrifying. Do I still have a rescue staff? God, I don't. Maybe we should warp in the Rakud. God, I think, yeah, I left my Fortifying Guinevere, sadly. There's my last warp. Left my last warp. Okay, cool. We can try, I guess. Nice. Oh my god. Kath is really good here. But still, I'm probably gonna lose someone next turn, I imagine. Okay, well, I have the recover. Let's heal up Fear at the very least. I'm kind of worried about Lilina, though. Kinda worried about Lilina. Alright, let's try this. I could get a crit. Let's go. No! No crit! God damn it. No, Thea, don't die. I guess rather Thea than Lilina, but oh boy. Strength and speed! This music doesn't sound that good. I feel like it could have been refined a little bit. Oh boy. We gotta heal up Roy, actually. I don't want him to die. It's cool that it's like a remix of the Dragon's Gate theme, but I think it could have used a little more work. It is the final map theme, you know? It does sound a little bit bad in certain areas. Yeah, I'm gonna lose Kath, aren't I? Whoops. Ay. Yep, she's dead! Hehe, I goofed. I'm gonna keep playing. This is the final boss battle. We can't reset now. Oh no. Not Fear. Okay, actually I don't want you to kill this dragon. Okay, now I won't. That's good. Oh god, no, not Fear! No, no! I still have so far to go, no! Whoa. Okay, these enemies are pretty damn strong, look at that. Oh god, okay. Whoo, I lost my Armads, actually. That's not good. That is not good at all. Okay, Fa needs to be alive for the best ending. We want the best ending. So let's try not to lose Fa. Oh god, these enemies are super scary. What the hell? Ah, these enemies are super scary. What the hell? Alright, let's check out the Flamestones first, because they can actually retaliate from range. Well, I'll grant them something. This battle is definitely a lot harder now. These dragons are really scary. I still don't know about Idunn, though. I get the feeling she's probably not gonna be that. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Definitely need to keep Fa alive. Alright, she's not capped yet. Level 18. Still two more levels to go. That's okay, though. I think Idunn might actually double Fa at this rate, which is not great. Alright, let's see how scary she is. God, 45 damage. Binding Blade is still pretty damn effective against her. Oh god, the Ekisak actually doesn't kill. What the hell? Alright. I think Manakits might spawn from the walls at some point, so this is gonna be pretty scary. I just want to kill all the war dragons. And then we'll try to take down Idunn. If I get a crit with the Binding Blade, she's dead, but... Whew. Alright, 4 Blaze still pretty epic, though. So yeah, Ekisak not effective against Idunn. I assume Fa is still effective against Idunn, though. I assume Fa is still very effective against Idunn. Can I kill here? Ah! Ay, 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 ay. Whew. Okay, I gotta heal up blue. Actually, kind of important. Wait, we have Nima for that. Let's, Oh god, only 1 physics staff left? That's not cool. Oh boy. I should have brought Nima up to the battle, actually. The Apocalypse Stone would have been insanely good here. Alright, there goes my Physic. I think I have another one, though. Alright, if we heal up Lou with Soul, then Lou should be able to use his Fimbulvetr to kill the last War Dragon. I'm scared Idunn's probably gonna kill Lou, though, but hey, we're gonna lose some people. This is the final boss battle. It should be a bit tense. Alright, okay, nice. This is actually an Ice Dragon. Actually, will this kill? It won't, will it? Never mind, I'm good. Alright, who will Idunn kill? That's the question. As long as it's not Fa, I'm pretty okay with that. So, again, I want the super good ending. Luck, okay. I'm okay with that. Alright, who do we go for? Let's give Fa one last kill. I'm kind of scared to attack Idunn with anyone who isn't Roy, though, because they might crit her. Although I think Fa is the only one who probably kills with a... If we do this, nice, okay. Should be another level. Fa can, like, ding on 20 fighting Idunn. That's kind of epic, right? Alright, let's see if the Demon Dragon kills someone. Probably will. Hit points, skill, luck, and defense. Alright, who should we heal? Maybe we don't have to lose anyone, actually. Actually, everyone's on full health. Thea might... No, I actually think Thea's gonna be okay here. Alright, cool. Why not? I've never tried silencing Idunn before. Oh, I love her dodge animation. You almost never get to see it. Hey, it would be fun if silencing actually prevents her Dark Breath. Oh god, she one-shots. Holy shit, she one-shots. Well, that's a dead loot. I'm so sorry, chat, right? Did her tail always move like that, or is that new? I don't think her tail always moved like that. Okay, so even if I crit here, it's not going to be a kill. That's good. Did her tail always move like that? Idunn is one of the only enemies in Fire Emblem to have multiple different attacking animations, which I think is really kick-ass. Is there any other boss in Fire Emblem who has done that? I don't know. I don't think so. Idunn has like the wing attack, she has the claw attack, she has her breath attack, and she hits with her tails. There's like 4 different variants of her attack, which is... That is incredibly unique. I cannot recall any other Fire Emblem bosses who has done that. And it's such a shame, because most people just one-shot Idunn anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You almost never get to see the attack animations, but... I mean, this Idunn is definitely stronger, but she still goes down relatively easily to a Train Roy, but... Hey, that is FE6 for you. And yeah, look at that. Fa still deals effective damage against her. Kinda want to shoot her with the Nah, actually, I don't want to do that. Nah, I want Igren to survive, but I want Garrett. I want Garrett to hit her in the face with a hammer. There you go. Hit Idunn, please. Yeah. Yeah, there's her breath attack. And, is it safe to... I just want to see her different... this is fine. Al Sword, let's go. Yay. Just, oh, maybe we get... Her crit animation is actually really cool. I don't know if she got different crit attacks. I think she only has one. She, like, you can see electricity on her wings. And I think she actually just does the electricity wings, and then she attacks, like, with one of her basic animations. And just because, you know, we gotta finish off in style, we have to do this, right? Wow, man, I can, like, open a Pepsi Max and drink it before this animation is done. Doesn't matter, though. It's still a really kick-ass animation. There we go. Oh, can Chlorine hit Idunn? Nah, she gets one shot. How about Sol? No. Alright. Guys, it's time. Let's end this. Binding Blood. Will I get a crit? That'd be a pretty kick-ass way to go out. Nah. There you go. I am alone in the dark. I am alone in the darkness. It's okay though, Idunn, we just sealed you. Epilogue. Ah! Oh no, the sanctuary is collapsing. Everyone, hurry outside. Roy! I'll be fine. Now go. Lord Roy, you are unharmed. Yes, but the sanctuary is gone. It was over 1,000 years old. A great deal of energy was released in the battle we fought. The foundations probably couldn't withstand the pressure. Yes. Today marks the beginning of a new era. Who is it that you are carrying on your back? Oh yes, Merlinus, I need to ask a favor of you. And thus, the war known as the Disturbance of Bern was resolved. Not a cool name, is it? Disturbance of Bern. It's like, shh, be quiet. We're trying to read over here. Following Bern's surrender, its government was dismantled with the indirect support of the Kingdom of Etruria, also known as the Kingdom of Douchebags. I feel like Etruria should have had more of a reckoning, you know? With Roy's help, Guinevere inherited the throne, and the new Kingdom of Bern was formally established. Man, so glad we defeated Bern so we could have the new Kingdom of Bern. And on the day of her ascension, so if you're curious about my criticisms of Project Ember, I'm going to talk about it once I'm done with this one, and I'm going to do it pretty much while the character endings play. That's the idea at any rate. I have a lot to say. But first, let's see this. Princess Guinevere, you have my congratulations on your ascension. You know, this throne scene always, like, draws parallels with me to Ike and Alincia at the end of Path of Radiance. I don't know why, it just really reminds me of that. I thank you, but my battle is just beginning. I'm sorry. I wish we didn't have to rely on Etruria. Not at all, I'm grateful for their support. There will be those, however, who think I only joined Etruria to seize the throne. Princess. But the most important task at hand is Bern's reconstruction. I must regain the people's trust through my efforts, no matter how long it takes. there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you again. Perhaps I will someday. Roy, are you... Yes? What will you do? Will you stay in the Etrurian army? No, I must return to Farah. I am concerned about my father's illness. And we must begin the reconstruction effort. I heard rumors that Eliwood becomes playable in Project Ember. Maybe I didn't unlock him? You're returning home? I'm sure that's for the best. Still, someone of your ability could easily take a place in the Etrurian court. Me? I don't think I deserve such a position. Farah is blessed to have such a gifted heir as you. Ah, my favorite character, Green Unit. Your Highness. Please call me Guinevere. What's the matter? Yes, Lady Guinevere. The ceremony is about to begin. Thank you. I will be there shortly. Roy, will you come with me? Me? You have helped me so much ever since I left Bern with the Fire Emblem in hand. I want you to see the path Bern will take under my leadership. Of course. If you will have me, then it is my pleasure to accompany you. Then come, this way. Let us see a new Bern and the beginning of a new era. And he just doesn't follow her. Why not? Later, in Arcadia. Ah, this is the secret ending. Ah, Lord Roy, it has been far too long. I was in the area, so I decided to stop by, just casually strolling in the Nabata desert, just doing Nabata things. Father will be glad to see you. I saw her earlier. She's even more energetic than I remember. We have allowed her outside more since her return. Perhaps that is why. How is Idunn going? We succeeded in restoring her soul, and yet... she's not back to normal? Fa sometimes takes her outside, but she will do nothing without first being told to. I see. Lord Roy, we had known for long that she had been captured by the dragons. I feared the consequences of leaving the village, however. So I forbade any effort to rescue her. Now, though, I wonder whether my judgment was correct. Perhaps humans are changing the way I think. I will do my best to restore Idunn's heart and soul. You have my gratitude. As a first step, I want to see her express some form of emotion. It would be a good sign if she could laugh. Nah, it's about to happen. It's about to happen. And that is called a tree. Tree, right. And this tree has tasty fruit. Fruit? Yeah, it's up at the top. And if you shake the tree like this... Ow! It fell on my head. Heh. Laugh? This is a laugh? Where's Roy? I have to tell Roy that you laughed. she runs around her. It's so cute. That's adorable. A little bit further to the right, you'll get a guiding ring. I think that's the exact same spot where you get a guiding ring, actually. Isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's the exact same spot. I wonder if that's intentional. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for what you've all been waiting for, my thoughts on this hack. Ooh. Alright, so I would like to say first off that I really enjoyed this hack. Like, undoubtedly, it's been great fun, and, you know, like, any criticism that I have with it, take it with a grain of salt. Being critical doesn't mean not enjoy, because I definitely enjoyed the hell out of this. It was a good Fire Emblem 6 remake. Or remake. So, you know, I think you already know the things I like about it. You know, it's great fun to play. It fixes a lot of the problems with FE6, which is primarily low shaky hit rates. A very, very rough start on hard mode. I haven't tried Maniac mode. It might be super hard, but I definitely felt like the early game of Project Ember hard mode was a lot more balanced and a lot more fair. Early game FE6 hard mode is really brutal. I like it, but I don't really count. You know, I for one, really enjoy the rough start that FE6 hard mode has. I think it really sets you up for the rest of the game, and it makes you really scared in the early game, which is, you know, fun, because most of the time, the early game of most Fire Emblem games are kind of boring, yet in FE6 it throws you right into the lion's maw. And that kind of, like, I don't know, it makes it a lot more enjoyable to start a playthrough, in my opinion, but I'm a little bit weird like that. So, a lot of people have tried to fix FE6 over the years, and a lot of people haven't gotten it right. I think Project Ember has gotten it as right as they I think Project Ember has gotten it better than anyone else so far. But I do think that you do start to see the cracks show a lot towards the late game. I've actually learned a lot from playing Project Ember in regards to how I plan to plan my own hack. For example, after playing Project Ember, I am now utterly convinced that giving every single enemy 0 luck is a horrible design decision. Yes, in the early game, it means less low percentage criticals against your guys. It means you have better chance to crit. And yes, it means enemies will have less avoid and be easier to hit, and there'll be less RNG. But man, when every enemy in the late game has 0 luck, you just crit everything. You just crit everything. Bosses just melt because you can just crit them. So that's... I don't ever want to do everything has 0 luck in any game I make. I think there are other ways that you can take away low hit rates in the early game than putting 0 luck on all enemies. I think enemies should have some luck. Not a lot, but a little bit, just to prevent you from just critting your way through the late game, you know? Because you already have a ton of access to a ton of critty things, like supports and killing edges and Wudaos and sword masters. So you got a lot of ways to boost your crit, and the fact that enemies have 0 luck on top of that just means the crit rates are way too damn high. So, at the very least, put luck on bosses. Like, you know, I can get the generics, but at least put luck on bosses. For the love of God. So, I've been thinking, what is really the big problem with FS6? What is the thing that everyone complains about? I can think of a few things off the top of my head that I think should be addressed in a potential Fire Emblem 6 remake. Shaky hit rates are a big problem with FE6. There are way too many 60 to 70% hits in the early game. That makes it very frustrating because those will miss statistically more than maybe they should, and it'll create a lot of frustration on the player's end. The second thing you need to fix is the fact that a lot of characters in this game just plain sucks, and that's something Project Ember did pretty well. The third thing you need to fix in this game is Roy's late promotion, which is just horrendous, like he promotes way too late. And the fourth thing you need to change in this game are the mana kits themselves, because they only have one range and they're just a joke. And then the fifth thing you need to change in this game is hard mode being way too challenging at first. Those are like the 5 things that I think you need to change with FA6. And after that, I honestly don't think you need to really apply much more. You don't need more layers to the cake, let's just put it that way. What you need is some restraint. And I think that what was really shown in this hack is that the developers of Project Ember, they started off really well. They had the right idea. You know, they changed the things that needed changing. And then towards the late game, it's like they kind of went a little wild, you know? The personal weapons are one such issue. There's just too many of them. Like, when everyone has a personal weapon, they stop feeling important. I like the fact that some characters had personal weapons. It's a great way to make a character stand out. But I would probably slash the amount of personal weapons by like 75%, in my opinion. Just remove a bunch of them. I will admit, the way they were used in the final chapter, fighting like clones of your playable units, it was kind of creative, and, you know, just for the sake of keeping that chapter interesting, maybe you should keep them in, but I just think there's way too many of them. Like, at some point, it just started becoming a joke. Like, oh, that character has a personal weapon, and that character has a personal weapon, and everyone has a freaking personal weapon. It's like, oh my god. I saw some comments like, why don't you just give everyone a personal weapon at that point? I was like, yeah, why not? Like, if you're gonna go that route, why not just give everyone a personal weapon? Every single character a personal weapon, you know, but no. Difficulty is another big one. Like, Roy is way too OP. Way too OP. It needs to be scaled back so incredibly hard. Like, this is a problem with nerfing and buffing things. I see that when a lot of people do balance changes, one thing they do is that they don't show enough restraint in tuning up or down units. When you do little balance changes to a game, it's actually kind of interesting how little you have to change a unit just to completely tilt it in the other direction. Sometimes something simple as just increasing a unit's growth rates and base stats by a few points is enough to suddenly make them amazing. And what people tend to do a lot, I find, is that they go way too far in the one direction. They're like, oh, this character is really bad because she has 7 base strength and 25% strength growth, so I'm gonna give her 5 extra base strength and a 50% strength growth, and then suddenly you end up creating a completely broken character. Maybe it would have been better to have some restraint and just add a 10% to strength growth rate, for example, just to give a brief example of what I'm talking about. So having restraint, I think, is really important, because if you go too wild, you'll end up with the mess of a late game that Project Ember is, and it is a mess. Like, Roy just solos everything, you kill everything so incredibly fast. It's fun, but I think it could have been done a hell of a lot better. some people I know I said this before, but some people pointed out something really funny, and that's the fact that, you know, Project Ember tries to make every single unit good, and it actually ends up creating a bit of the same problem that Vanilla FE6 has, in that there's so many units who just don't feel good because everyone's good now. A perfect example of this being Trek and Noah. Trek and Noah's big problem in FE6 is that they struggle to stand out. They're just very average, they fall off, and they're just not very spectacular. And they're in the exact same point in Project Ember, where, yeah, they're a little bit better when they first join, but man, they fall off immediately. And like, I really tried using them. You saw, I really tried to give them kills, and I really tried using them. I supported them up with each other, and yet I just couldn't find the deployment slots for them after a while because they just weren't that spectacular. Other units who were titans in FE6, Melody and Percival, to name two, are just completely left by the wayside in Project Ember because they haven't really improved, whereas everyone else have been buffed. So it's not that they're bad units. Melody and Percival are still fantastic units. It's just they feel very bland by comparison because they no longer really have a niche. So I think a better approach, instead of buffing everyone to be super good, is to kind of keep the power levels between the characters relatively the same. I think it would probably be better if characters like Milady and Percival are still some of the best units in the game, but you give some of the worst unit a little bit of a helping hand. Just not that much, you know? Like, for example, take a unit like Barth. He's hardly used, he's a bit of a meme unit. Dude cannot hit for shit, and he has awful growth rates. The only stats he really gets are hit points and defense and strength. Everything else is just horrible. Oh god, I don't know if I want to look at this. Everything else he gets is kind of horrible, and he's just really hard to use. With Bart, just give him a little bit of a buff in some of those stats. Raise the hit chance of lances and give him a little bit more base skill, and suddenly you might have a unit that's actually not terrible. Don't buff every single one of his stats through the roof to try and make him super good. He's not supposed to be, you know? So again, I think it's all about restraint, little changes, you know? Some units are just buffed way too much, in my opinion, and it makes them, it almost feels comical, you know? That being said, you know, I really also have to praise certain decisions that this hack has done, such as Chapter 8, which is one of the most boring chapters in FE6, and now, in this newest variant, where they simply added a bit of a cracked wall and a gate. Let's see how bad I am at this game. Oh god. Yeah, that's right. Ranking in FE6 is like super easy. I did not deserve that rating. Oh my god, I got an A rank rating. That's horrible. Yeah. Alright, anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, so there were a lot of great things. A lot of ways that they made the maps a lot better, but there was also, for example, Chapter 21 felt like a complete joke. Like, I was looking forward to Chapter 21. Like, some of the hardest chapters were very unexpected. Like, Sephiel's chapter was pretty hard, and the chapter The Ghost of Bern was also pretty damn hard. But Chapter 21, which is like one of the hardest chapters in the game if you don't abuse the reinforcement zones, ended up being ridiculously easy, you know? Just kind of weird. So I was kind of surprised by that, but hey, you know. I do wonder how much I would have struggled if I didn't have like a super broken Roy. Like, I think honestly just toning back Roy a little bit would probably do a lot. A lot of people have commented that they probably would have preferred if he didn't have a horse. And I kind of agree with that. I like that he has one, but it does make the game a lot... Like, it makes him snowball so hard because he gets javelins and he gets, you know, obviously more moves, so it's a lot easier for him to seize thrones and be where you want him to be. I think maybe instead of allowing him to promote with a Knight's Crest, I would have pushed his promotion maybe to Nabata. Instead of, because getting a promoted Roy on the Western Isles is ridiculous, and I don't really think they touched his growth rates all that much. I'm actually gonna check. Actually, they did touch his growth rates quite considerably. They gave him 5% more 8 points, 15% more strength. They gave him 20% more speed. That's a big one. That's a huge one right there. My Roy was so fast in the early game. He had like, I remember I had like 18 speed on him in like one of the early game chapters, so... Honestly, how I'd say you turn Roy into a better unit, but not the complete monster that he is right now, is just keep his vanilla FE6 growth rates. They're already pretty damn good for this game. And You can still give him a mount, I suppose, but just push his forced promotion back to the end of the Nabata chapter. Like after he obtains the 4 Blaze, he can have his promotion. He can have his promotion there. Scale back his growths a little bit, and I think that's honestly fine because my Roy snowballed put to the point where he could just solo chapters, and warping Roy in and killing bosses just became too viable of a strategy, you know. And certain other characters were also insanely overpowered. Like Astolfo is so good now. Maybe Kath and well, Kath was ridiculous, obviously, but I'm talking if you actually recruit her right away. Kath and Chad, they're probably pretty good too. I don't know if I like that. I don't think rogues should be one of your best combat units. They're rogues. They're not supposed to be that good at fighting. So definitely could scale back the power of rogues a little bit. But yeah, I don't feel like I can really speak for a lot of the characters because I've only played this game once, and you do actually need to play a game multiple times if you want to have a good read on the characters. But a lot of the other characters, I did like what they did too. Like, if I wasn't so fond of using Clarine, I probably would have used Cecilia, for example. She was pretty good. They did a good job on her. Igran too felt really good to use. Klein too was good for the short duration I used him. And apparently, Wade and Lot are insane in this remake. Lowen was a bit of a letdown, but yeah, Wade and Lot are like insane. At least Wade. I think Wade is like, he caps every single stat or something if you train him. So yeah, I feel like there should be more to say about this. I like the fact that they buffed. Legendary weapons. That was kind of nice. Give them 40 uses. Definitely allows you to play around with them a little bit more. But yeah, to try and like sum up my rambling thoughts on this game, I think that some restraint probably would have been better. You know, I feel like if you want to make Fire Emblem 6 a better game, you don't actually need to change that much. Address the low hit rates, scale hard mode a little bit better, make Roy a little bit better and have him not promote so late. Make Manakits more challenging in the late game, and honestly, you got a pretty good game there. You don't really need to go overboard. You like drop all the personal weapons. Don't try to make everyone good. Give small buffs to the less useful characters like Barth and Wendy and Walt. Small buffs to them here and there. Keep the Titans as they are. Have Percival and Milady still be really good units. I think that's cool. But yeah, just show a little bit more restraint, and you know, I mean, let's be real, they're not going to listen to me, but, you know, I'm doing this mostly for you guys, not for the developers. They're not going to listen to anything I tell them to do. I know that, so I'm not going to pretend like I have any power over the development of this hack, and I don't want to, honestly. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't necessarily, like, I'm giving you this because I know you guys want to hear it. You guys want to hear my opinions on this. But I know at the end of the day, nothing I say in this video is actually going to impact their decision making. Well, this is fine, you know, they don't need to listen to me. But yeah, I've learned some things from playing this. I've gotten a little bit more insight into hacking, I feel, and decision making, and how those decision makings can change the outcome of a Fire Emblem game. And so I'm definitely very grateful that I played it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say, really. Like, I thought I would go on a longer rant on this, but I feel like I pretty much said everything I need to say. But I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this. Like, what do you think about Project Ember? And do you think Maniac Mode is worth playing? I actually have no idea, and I don't think I'm going to play it, because after this I'm going to play a new hack. I actually have 2 hacks lined up, so I'm very excited to play those. One very short one, and then I'm going to play one longer one. So you can definitely look forward to more FE6, more GBA Fire Emblem on this channel. So yeah, this was a fun Let's Play though. I really enjoyed it. Had a ton of fun with it. I may sound critical, but that's just because I care about the game. This is my favorite Fire Emblem game, and for a custom version of it, it was pretty damn fun. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Your likes, your comments, your daily enthusiasm. You're always such a joy to play for. Thank you for letting me do this every day. I really love you guys. Yeah. Take care, everyone. And remember, Orokud.